Hello, welcome back. I thought I'd show you today my MVS collection and a few games I've got. This is my Consolised MVS. It's the second one I've had. I got this last year. The first one was only composite and S-video, but this is RGB, and it's actually running raw RGB. Some of the Consolised ones, they use a encoding chip called a Neo Bits chip or a Neo Blitz, and that decodes the signal for use on normal TVs. But this, as far as I know, just uses raw RGB, so your red, green and your blue straight off the board, and it's a really nice picture. It's quite bright, and obviously I'm filming a CRT, so it's not going to come out the best on YouTube, but yeah, it's a cracking picture. It's got a UniBIOS chip, which is where my finger is pointing there, and at the minute I'm running the multi-game 161-in-1, and all I can say is if you are thinking about getting a MVS, a Consolised MVS, getting into the world of Neo Geo, then I would recommend the 161-in-1. I think I paid about 50 quid, 45–50 pound, and yeah, it's a cracking cartridge, and playing Neo Drift at the minute through it, and you can't really tell the difference between a genuine copy and this this selection of multi games. So that's the console. This is my Neo Geo Cd Control. It's a micro switched controller, very nice, and this is a must for playing this game. I've got some arcade sticks which I will show you, but I find that using the Neo Geo Cd controller for this game is the way forward. First of all, I've got a very dusty Neo Geo AES arcade stick. AES, that's the home version for the Neo Geo, and obviously this is the MVS. This is the arcade version. This board you would find inside a arcade machine, and all that's happened, it's been converted via the RGB power. Sound wise, that doesn't go through the SCART, it goes through a 3.5mm stereo jack, which I've got hooked up to an amplifier, and it's mounted on some plexiglass, so it looks quite smart. It's a Neo Geo MVH slot 1F, and I believe it's a Spanish version. So, another arcade stick. It's my Hori fighting stick, or Neo fighting stick, and this thing weighs a ton. And this is the one I repaired, not the AES one. This is the one with the dodgy turbo button. But yeah, great stick, very weighty when it's sat on your lap. So, I'll show you some games, shall I? So first up in the collection is Metal Slug, the first one, the original one, and it's in its shock box. It's custom artwork, and I apologise now for any glare. So there we go, if you can see that. Now these shock boxes are a thing of beauty. That's the let's get that out. That's the cartridge. You've probably seen these cartridges before, you know, they're a big old beast. But the shock box itself, it's like an old school VHS. These remind me of when you used to go around to a video shop, you used to rent a video, and they used to come in those big plastic cases. But I mean, they certainly do the job, protect the game from any shock. So that's the first game in the collection, and yeah, fantastic game, run and gun. Never played it before. I don't even think I played it on emulation. Saw a few videos on this and I thought, yeah, definitely gonna get that. That's the first one. Followed by, surprise surprise, Metal Slug 2. Now the artwork's not fantastic on this, so the colours are a little off. But again, it's in its shock box. Show you inside. Metal Slug 2. Now this game does suffer from horrendous slowdown, and it's almost unplayable in certain parts, but that has been rectified because they brought out Metal Slug X, which is basically the second one redone. All the slowdowns got rid of, and it plays a lot nicer. It's a nice blue shell. You can actually see the PCBs inside. 2 PCBs inside these, and there are quite a few fakes going around, but there's various websites out there, and each PCB of each game has been photographed, and you can check all the proper markings. And it's always wise, if you do plan on buying some games, to ask the seller to show the PCBs. I mean, they're only held together with a few screws. It's just a case of unscrewing them, and then you can actually inspect the PCB itself. Right then, any guesses what that is? That's right, Metal Slug 3. So a bit of a trend going on here. Quite like that artwork on that. It tells you the size of the cartridge, 708 megs. So you'll probably notice that they've gone up slightly. Again in its shock box, and that's in a clear cartridge. You can see the chips inside, SNK stamping. That's that one. Metal Slug 4. I do like the artwork on this, very glossy. I mean, all this artwork, it's just been printed off. I think I printed a few off myself. That's the cartridge. Metal Slug 4, and got a matte finish on that. Right, this is the box for the multi-game 161-in-1 Series 1. There are other ones available. I think there's 138 in 1, and I think there's a 120 in 1, but obviously look that up on Google. 26 gigs. That's a lot of games. So, MVS multi-video system. Welcome to the world of tomorrow. So that's that one. Next we've got Shock Troopers. Now I got this because Shock Troopers 1 is not on this cartridge, this 161-in-1. Shock Troopers 2 is on. It's more of like a 3D one, but this is your classic 2D. Again, it's a run and gun. A little bit like Metal Slug, but it's, well, in fact, tell like it's not. It's more like Mercs, Mercs on the arcade or Mercs on the Mega Drive, and it's a great game, really good. Played this for the Tubers High Score Challenge. I think that was last year now. I'll just show you the cartridge. Probably could do a clean up actually, but there we go. Shock Troopers. And next is this game, Neo Drift Out. Now obviously I've got all the Metal Slugs already on the 161, and I've got Neo Drift Out, but they came up at quite good prices, so I just fancied the original ones. That's a cartridge. Yeah, there's just 4 screws, to remove, and then you can basically take those boards out for inspection, cleaning, etc. That's the mighty Neo Drift Out new technology. That chap's just said it. Right, and then my final game is this, Blazing Star. Fantastic game. I'm really into my vertical shooters on the Sega Saturn, but I've really got a soft spot for this horizontal shooter. This is the probably second game I played for the Tubers High Score Challenge. I believe I came second actually, but I think there were only like 4 people that entered. But fantastic game, really good. Again, it's in its shock box. Let's open that up, crack that open. That's Blazing Star. Now I've been after this for ages. It does go for quite a bit of money. But I actually got this as part of a deal, which I will show you shortly. That's Blazing Star. So like I said, I've already got that on the 161, but I did fancy it. I always planned to get it anyway, and it came up in this deal, so I thought, yeah, why not? There's something else I wanted to show you. Not very interesting, but that's a extension lead. The leads on the arcade sticks especially are not very long, so I've got a couple of these, and you basically just plug them into the control port and it gives you that bit of extra length, so to speak. Right then, so I think that's all the bits and bobs I wanted to show you, and I've bought myself one of these. Now I don't know how long I can hold it for because it weighs an absolute ton, but this is a analog interactive Consolised MVS, and it's the walnut version. Just show you. Now this is a work of art. It's a slim version. It's just got the single DIN connection on the rear, RGB SCART. Obviously a power switch. It's 110 voltage Japanese power supply, so I run it through my converter that I use with my Saturn. I've got no controllers. You can get the walnut controllers as well, but no, I don't think I'm too bothered. I mean, I've got the arcade sticks and the Neo Geo CD controller. I do plan to get a dust cover. You can get like a dust cover for it just to sit over the top, keep it nice and safe. You can see inside, and all it is really is just a smaller version board wise of that put into a nice wooden box. But yeah, I've seen a few videos out and about and it's just caught my eye, and I thought, yeah, why not? It's the I would probably say it's the ultimate upgrade for the MVS. And yeah, there we go. That is my Consolised MVS collection. Don't think I'll be getting any more games. I've got nothing on the radar. I think I've got more or less everything I want in the collection, and now I've got this bad boy, I'm pretty much sorted. So now I finally got around to showing this video, I can disconnect this and sit this in its rightful place, and I think we'll play a bit of Neo Drift Out or a bit of Blazing Star. Okay, so I'm adding this little bit at the end. I did want to talk a little bit about bootleg cartridges, or pirate or copied cartridges. So this multi-game 161 in 1 series one is obviously a bootleg cartridge. It's just running flash ROMs onto various chips inside the cart. But I've recently found a new YouTuber. I found him on Twitter, I think it was, and he goes by the name of Richard Evans. I'll pop a link below to his channel. He's probably got about 4 or 5 videos on his channel, but one of his videos shows how to identify genuine cartridges, a full strip down of the cartridge, including cleaning the contacts, and he also shows you a website he uses. I've used it myself in the past and it is very good, and it's got proper pictures of the PCBs inside, so you can check the numbers on the boards and on the chips, and it's just really good for identifying if you've got a genuine cartridge, because these are slowly going up in price, and it's always nice to buy genuine software. So yeah, make sure you go across to Richard's channel, tell him I sent you, and say hi, and check his other videos out while you're there. And that is about it, guys, from me. Hope you've enjoyed that. I've had to put this video together over a series of weeks, so I don't know how it's going to come out. It's probably going to be a little bit all over the shop, so apologies for that. So until next time, I'll see you on Cocker. Cheers.